Today we're going to be going over 3 different habits that can help improve your energy levels. I've included this into my routine and hopefully you can too. We're also going to be doing a gym session today, so we're going to do hand by hand. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to talk about those habits as we go along. I'm going to start with my glute exercises. You guys can follow along as well if you're looking to do some gym session with me. If not, we're going to talk about those habits you can incorporate. So first exercise here I'm going to be doing is my single leg glute banded exercises. I'm just going to start a clock and do 30 seconds because talking and counting is going to be difficult. So those 3 habits I want to talk to you guys about today is going to be first one is walking every single day. Now people may say like, duh, that's like, of course you should be walking. But I think for a lot of people that maybe don't have it as part of their daily habit and they feel tired and lethargic, walking is important. If you can't get outside, then you can do it on a treadmill. But ideally, 10 minutes to start, 15 minutes to start will improve your energy levels. You'll get outside, you'll improve your circulation. If you can have some sun in the environment that you're at, that sun and the vitamin D will be super important for you. So I highly recommend that. After that, you're gonna wanna make sure that you're getting at least half your body weight in ounces in terms of water. Now, this is a rough guide, depending on where you're at. There are gonna be a few things that change. I wanna switch legs here. That was about 45 seconds. So I'll talk about this exercise here in a second. But if you are drinking half your body weight in ounces, then that is a great place to start. If you're not, that is a place or goal that you should try to get to. So for example, I'm 150 pounds. I'm trying to get at least 75 ounces of water. Now, that's not just water, right? So I'm gonna talk about ways to kind of modify and change that. That's also gonna help improve energy levels. But I will typically aim for at least 75 or maybe, if I can, maybe 90 ounces. I have a Yeti container that I utilize and I keep kind of with me during the entire day, and that helps me get in those ounces of water. But like I said, there are a few things that will dictate and change that. One, your environment. Are you in an environment that's very dry, like Vegas? Are you in an environment that's very humid, like Florida, and you're sweating a lot? So if you're working out also a lot and you have a big expenditure, you may need more water. Now again, this is just a rough guide. I'm giving you guys rough estimates of where you kind of start, and this is to help improve energy levels. Now, like I said, it's not just the water itself. There's a few other things that play a part into that. We're gonna talk about that here in a second. All right, so now we're gonna do bent over rows. I'm gonna squeeze my shoulder blades back, drive my elbows back behind my rib cage, and I'm keeping my belly button pulled into my belly. Small bend in my knees, hinging from my hips. This is gonna help create some strength for your back, upper back, mid back, low back. Now, if you are traveling and you only have access to a band or you only bring a band because of space, this is a great little superset you could do. You'll target your glutes, your hips, as well as your back and your arms here. So again, I'm doing about 30, we'll do 45 seconds since I'm kind of on the 45 second screen. So like I said, water intake, 75 ounces for someone that's 150 pounds, me. So half your body weight in ounces, that's water. Now, again, like I said, it's not just the water intake. You gotta look at your electrolytes, your salt, how much you're sweating, etc. So those are a few things to take a look at. So that leads into my next habit. I take about a teaspoon-ish size of salt every single day. I have the Redmond Relight electrolytes and Redmond Real Salt. You guys can check out the links below. You use a discount code to save a little bit, but the salt tastes amazing. The salt comes from an underground mine. Absolutely love it. It is a little saltier than traditional salt, if that makes sense, but you gotta try it. It's phenomenal. I've loved it. Anyways, I'll take a teaspoon-ish size of salt. So like a spoon, just pour a little bit on there. I'll toss it into my mouth, and then I'll pound 12 to 14 ounces of water right away. This is the first thing I do in the morning after I brush my teeth, right? So after I brush my teeth, I go upstairs, pour my salt in the spoon, toss my spoon full of salt. Then I have my water, 12 to 14 ounces, and I pound that right away. One, you're having some sort of fast, right? From fluids, food, because you were sleeping, but that's gonna be helpful for a handful of things. Not only improve your energy levels, but salt can be great for your gum health. It also can be helpful for electrolyte balances. It also, electrolyte balance, salt balance, etc. It also can be helpful for your gut, getting your digestive going. So if you have a hard time doing that, I encourage you to kind of entertain or look at this. Some people feel like that might be a lot of salt at once. So the other option is you could sprinkle electrolytes into your water. You could take a pinch of salt, put it in your water. Those are some options. Again, I'm just sharing what's worked for me. It has allowed me to create a routine. It has helped my energy levels in the morning. Obviously I take coffee and that's great, but I'm trying to show you guys other habits that I've included into my routine. So that first one, like I said, is walking, getting out 10 to 15 minutes at least walking. And then right? Getting the half the body weight in ounces, and then taking that salt into your diet. Again, it doesn't have to be salt, it could be electrolytes as well. Like I said, Relight, the electrolyte product from Redmond, is amazing. Mango and mojito are my 2 favorite flavors. Again, you can check them out below, use the code. But that is gonna be great for improving your energy levels. Now, it's not just that, right? A handful of other things go into play with that. Let's start the next one. Woo! I'll talk about the next one here in a second. But again, these are habits that I've incorporated into my routine. Hopefully they'll be helpful for you. The intention is to just share information and education and knowledge that I've learned over the years, and hopefully provide that to you that helps you. The focus is to inspire you guys to get into the gym, get back to the gym, create some healthy habits. I've done a lot of fitness and coaching and educational aspects on here. I'm trying to include some more things versus just training. I think that was about 10. So trying to include some nutrition, trying to include some lifestyle aspects, water intake, etc., etc. So this next exercise, if you guys are following along, want to do it with me. These are 10 kettlebell, upside down kettlebell external rotations. We are doing kind of like a dragon position with our legs here to stay balanced. I'm keeping the kettlebell in front or on top of my wrist. So upside down kettlebell, wrist over elbow, and then elbow in line with shoulder. I'm doing about 10-ish reps, plus or minus, depending on what I'm counting. And then I'm gonna go straight into this lunge. So I'm gonna scoot over so hopefully you guys can see. But this is a side dragon lunge. I like it because it allows me to open my hips. I get a stretch in my inner thigh on my left leg here, and then a stretch in my inner thigh, groin, hip flexor, as well as my calf here. I'm doing about 10 seconds. You can also keep your clock running and do about 30 seconds each. We're gonna do 2 rounds of this. Then I'm gonna go back and we'll finish the other superset. Actually, I might go do that just so we can kind of keep the flow going. Anyways, so to recap, there's still a couple more things I'm gonna talk about, but those 3 main tips that I talked about: get walking in every single day, get outside every single day. 2, half your body weight in ounces. 3, salt, teaspoon-ish of salt in your water. If you don't want to do that, right, like I said, pound my salt, then my water, you could sprinkle a little bit of salt in your water. You could also put electrolytes as an option as well. Now we're switching, again, trying to talk, count, and exercise at the same time is so hard. So again, handful of things that play a part of that. If you're in an environment that's hot, that's more humid, you work out, you sweat a lot, your intake may be a little more. You want to make sure you're not drinking just water. The salt, the electrolyte obviously plays into that, making sure you're staying balanced, well hydrated. Your body's naturally going to regulate itself, but it's very important. Obviously, when you go outside for the walk, you're getting vitamin D, which is great for the body. Now, a couple of things that play into energy levels, right? Here's some bonus ones or additional habits. Sleep, trying to get at least 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And if you're looking at me like, damn, she's crazy, there's no way I'm getting 7 hours of sleep. If you're getting 5 hours of sleep, try for 5 hours and 30 minutes, right? 15 minutes extra. If you can't take a nap, try to get a little extra sleep. I think that's gonna be really important, and it is hard. I 100% agree. Let me get a sip of water because my mouth is like the Sahara Desert out here. So that additional sleep is gonna be important. I recommend a few things for sleep. I will save that for another video as I don't want to ramble here for you guys. But sleep is important. If you have struggling with a hard time sleeping and you want some tips on sleeping or to how to improve your sleep position, not just like how you sleep, but like overall sleep patterns, feel free to leave a comment below and share, and I'll make sure to a video with some kind of sleep habits that would help you guys. Again, 30 seconds here on the single leg glute exercise. We're focusing on trying to target that glute med, small bend in this left leg, external or kind of away from the body. So I'm externally swinging, activating the leg, going away from my body. We're doing about 30 seconds. The first one's 45. And the goal is about 15 reps. Like I said, counting, talking, and trying to exercise at the same time is hard. Oops. All right, so again, sleep is an additional one. Extra aspects that will be helpful for your energy levels or improving your energy levels is something that everyone doesn't really want to do, but they know they should, but it'll be helpful, is stretch. Stretch 10 minutes a day. Now, if you're not sure what to do for stretching or exercises, check out my YouTube videos here. I have plenty of exercises on what you could do to hopefully help improve your flexibility and stretches. I did some in a previous video recently, but stretching will help increase blood flow, will help you feel better. Now, it doesn't have to be a static stretch. Maybe it's a dynamic stretch. Maybe it's mobility WODs, a built mobility WOD you follow. Maybe it's a mobility exercise for your joints capsule. It doesn't have to be just plain stretching. I know it might be boring, but if you want, put on a video on my YouTube channel and follow along. I do a variety of exercises on there, but stretching will help you feel better, will improve your stretching or improve your energy levels for the day. So those are a couple extra ones in there you guys can incorporate. I hope you guys found this beneficial and helpful. If you did, please share with others. I'm just trying to hopefully reach more people, grow my community online, and inspire others to get into the gym if they've never been there, or just take a priority or put their health and fitness as a priority versus kicking the can down the road, right? We may put other things as a priority like work, and I understand work has its place, right? It's important, it's a job, it sustains us financially, etc. But we have our one body to live in. If you're not taking care of your one body and you're pushing things down the road, thinking, oh, I'll deal with it later, that later time will come, and then you wish you would have done it earlier. So anyways, enough of my rambling. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you found this helpful, please share with others. Please comment below, and I'll see you guys next time.